Hey, I'm Russ.
And I'm Steve.
Growing up in the 80s, we were introduced to video games, movies, and technology that made a lasting impression on us and forever enriched our lives.
I think I'm gonna cry.
It's been a fascinating journey to be a part of, one that we constantly treasure.
Higher, booty.
Our goal is simple: share our magical moments of discovery and geek out with lovely folks, just like you.
Achievement unlocked.
So if you crave pixel goodness, memorable moments, and experiences that make your inner child do the happy dance, you've come to the right place.
Let's do this.
Welcome to Joygasm.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Joygasm. My name is Russ, Xbox Live Toaster 360, and I'm actually going to be doing this particular podcast for E3 2017 solo, as my brother is up in Canada with his main squeeze. So this is day 3 of E3. And we are prepping up for the Sony Press Conference. So it's going to be starting here in just a couple of minutes. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen, as we just saw the Xbox press briefing yesterday. And I'm very curious to see how Sony's going to react to it, because there were some interesting announcements, but overall I didn't feel as though it was a home run or a grand slam from Microsoft. And so I'm almost kind of curious to see like what is Sony going to bring to the table. And I think the key here is going to be just seeing more of those killer app AAA title games. I think that with Microsoft, they went a path of more of the indie development, with a few of the more of the mainstream AAA titles in tow. But I'm very curious to see what happens, especially with God of War. I'm also very curious to see if they have any kind of developments for the VR, because Sony was really aggressive about that early on, and I think they've had over 1 million units of that sold. And so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of support they have, whether it be first party or third party. We'll just have to find out and see. As it stands, though, I'm very curious to see what else they are going to bring. I'm curious to see if they're going to have any new IPs that we have yet to witness. And I'm also curious, too, what kind of sequels they're going to be. I know that we have not seen any Red Dead Redemption 2 yet. I don't know if they're going to make time for that at the show, or if Rockstar is going to be just holding that and being able to show it them, for themselves at their own booth. But in terms of the other first parties, I'm curious about what Naughty Dog has, if they're going to have something that will kind of act as a deterrent for the Xbox One X launch. So it's going to be very interesting to see just how everything pans out. The other thing that I wanted to mention before the show started is that you can find us on Twitter at Joygasm TV. You can also find us at facebook.com/Joygasm TV. And you can also find us at SoundCloud.com/Joygasm TV as well. So in terms of the social media outlets, we definitely encourage you guys to leave comments, questions, any kind of feedback. We definitely appreciate that as well. So without further ado, here is the Sony press conference.
And here. And here. This is live TV. And we can store more shows than you could ever watch.
We can even watch on 5 devices.
All at once. The rules of TV have changed. It's time to change how you get it.
PlayStation. I think I'll go for a walk outside now. The summer sun's calling my name. I hear you now, I just can't stay inside all day. I gotta get out, give me some of those rain.
Front of that fastball. First offering on its way.
PlayStation Days of Play with a limited edition gold PS4 at $249, discounted games, and more. It's 9 days of epic deals.
PlayStation.
Oh, it's thinking. And here we are. Lights are going dim. What are they going to start with? Oh, that's pretty cool. They have a live orchestra. Kind of similar to what they did last year. Sounds cool. It's actually not an orchestra, it's a quintet up there. Give it some Indian flavor, perhaps. Looks like a bunch of sand is falling behind them. Can't tell if that's actually kind of a screen effect or if that's actual sand. I'm sure it's probably... Yeah, it's got to be a screen effect. Pretty cool, though. Got some shapes going on with the sand. A little abstract, not sure what they are. Looks like the shapes are beginning to multiply. Oh, now we have some recognizable shapes. Weapons. Screen has gone black again. Now, what is this? What do we have here? Looks like they have some audio issues on their side. Graphics look great. Oh, wow. Wow, graphics look great. Some sort of adventure game outdoors. 2 female leads, it looks like. Got some shadowy figures here, not sure who's who.
A parasite who exploits our strength in order to fatten our bodies. So that's a no. I must admit, you are quite the schemer. You're going to send out you. Or he's doing a star, making the obvious.
Has kind of an Uncharted vibe to it. Some helicopter, some swashbuckling, trying to survive through some catacombs of some sort. Uncharted, The Lost Legacy. All right, very cool. Very nice way to start the show with a bang. Looks like the screen's gone dark again. They got some nice optical effects going on. Almost like it's snowing in the audience, but it's not. Oh, Guerrilla Games. See the Guerrilla Games logo on there. They're the ones who made Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, beautiful. Very cool. This looks like some sort of expansion, perhaps, to Horizon. Ooh, lots of new baddies.
I'm not here for glory.
Oh, there's Aloy.
For answers.
Oh, brand new beasties. I like it. Horizon Zero Dawn. The Frozen Wilds. Oh, fantastic. Coming 2017. I wish that Sony could fix their audio. I apologize, you guys don't have the optimal audio experience right now. You can tell they're trying to fix it, but... Yeah, I think the audience could tell that the audio's a little jacked up here. Oh, this looks good too.
Got hit again. Squatters up high. We've got to get some men together to go after them. They've got the man. You send the man in some firing.
This game looks familiar. I think we saw some of this early on last year. I can't remember the name of it though. It's like a third person, some sort of survival game. Kind of a scruffy looking guy on a motorcycle. He's driving in the dark and it looks gorgeous. Oh, I think they may have fixed the audio. All right, it sounds like we're firing on all cylinders now. So there's kind of a biker guy. He's on a motorcycle. He's riding through the forest. Oh, he's come across some wolves dining on a hapless corpse. He's getting chased by one of the wolves. Oh! No match. Oh! Got clotheslined out of nowhere. Didn't see that coming. Oh, sprung a trap here.
Yeah? You want some of this?
Oh, he's getting beat up. He's got some moves of his own. Ooh, busted out the knife. It's good to have a knife for self-defense. Oh, little suffocation action with the rope. Has kind of a Walking Dead vibe to it, perhaps.
That's Manny's bike.
Ah. Doing a little tracking here, seeing what went down with his buddy's bike.
Yeah, this way.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Batman Arkham Knight going to detective mode, although it's not as sci-fi techy as that game. Same kind of basic idea, though. Game looks really nice. Ooh, it's having to walk through a bunch of corpses. It's pretty gross. Oh, one's still alive. What's really fun too is they actually have some actors who are being suspended from the air upside down in the press conference theater. which is a really nice touch. It's just adding to the game since you're seeing a bunch of corpses suspended upside down. He's not sure if he was spotted. Oh, broke the neck.
Why do you always have a bad attitude?
I have a bad attitude.
What you even do? Just don't talk.
Oh, yes, better if we just don't.
Where are you at, man?
So he's sneaking into some sort of camp.
He's not being that loud. You shut the hell up.
Thank you. You shut up.
Okay, shh. I want all of you to shut the hell up.
Oh, used a rock to kind of get their attention.
Oh, shh. There's something out there.
Just a
Stop! God! No, my leg! Get it off!
See, still walking around in this wilderness, lots of huge trees, gnarly looking, soggy everywhere. Oh, he's looking down over a cliff, kind of at a ravine. He saw just a ton of what looks like the undead.
Easy, fellas.
He's sneaking underneath the gate, making his way. It has some of the same type of hiding mechanics as Horizon in terms of being able to hide in the bushes.
Still alive. How the hell am I?
So he's planning an explosive on a little barricade that this tribe has. It's not tribe is the wrong word for it because they're a bit more modernized than that. Just detonated it. That'll definitely get their attention. Oh wow, the undead now are pouring in and taking on the camp as he looks on fighting from behind a tree, a fallen tree. Animation looks terrific. So that's pretty cool. You're able to actually use the flood of sorts to your advantage.
Do it. I'm not here for him. I'm here for you.
Nice moves.
Oh, God. Take. Hi, Manny.
He's untied his buddy. Getting back up.
Hey. So, do it. Yeah, you do it. Come on. I wasn't going to let him kill you. Besides, who the hell else around here knows how to rebuild a carburetor?
Oh, his buddy sees something. Is that a bear?
Just back up. Nice and slow. Don't make us.
Oh man, it's like some kind of undead bear. Oh, that was nasty. Days Gone. That's what it was called.
Please welcome to the stage, Sean Layden.
Welcome. Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, fans and friends. This is your 2017 PlayStation Showcase. Thank you for coming tonight.
Well, hello, Sean. Nice to see you.
Naughty Dog Gorilla Ben, out of control. I thought this opening was completely insane, and because I had to walk under zombies to get on the stage just now. They didn't even tell me about that last night. We're glad to be here. We're delighted to be here. We have a full show ahead of us, so let's just agree that we love games and we want to see more of them tonight. It's all about the games. Every year we continue to push the envelope of storytelling, imagination, and technology. And 2016 was no exception. Virtual reality is now a real consumer product, and our consoles are more powerful than ever. offering 4K and HDR options. We'll take a moment for that. With the launches of PlayStation VR and PS4 Pro,
the audio
PlayStation
got a little
once
weird
again
again,
stood
but
at the forefront
back
of
to
bringing
normal.
these technologies to the world of interactive entertainment. And now, in 2017, it continues to be all about the games. In the past few months alone, have given us some of the most creative, high-quality, and engaging video games ever seen. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Love me some Horizon.
Neo. Resident Evil 7, MLB The Show, Persona 5.
I still need to check out Persona 5.
And yet, we have an even broader, more diverse selection of blockbuster games coming soon. You will see. That's the plan, right? You will see tonight that Worldwide Studios is bringing you the exclusives you want, and through our strategic partnerships with third-party partners, PlayStation is home to all the biggest and best franchises in the world. It has never been a better time to be a gamer. Thank you all our fans, all of you, for your support and for making PlayStation one of the most loved brands in the world. And thank you all for being here tonight. As we open E3 and celebrate the world of games, this week is our web portal. We have a web portal this week. live.playstation.com will serve as the home for hours of programming, including developer walkthroughs, Q&A sessions, in-depth conversations, and so much more. But tonight, let's recognize the art of gameplay with a showcase of the most anticipated titles here at E3. So, without further ado, let's get back to the games.
Sounds good to me.
Before I step off, it's my personal pleasure and a privilege to share with you now a title that has a rabid cult following around the world and has a very special place in my heart. Please enjoy.
So, auditorium has gone black again. Got some mood lighting, slowly revealing some shapes, not sure what they are. And here's the next game. Let's see. Oh, looks good. I don't know what this is, but some kind of fantasy-oriented game. Lush jungles. The dude's carrying a ginormous sword. Graphics are a bit more stylized than the last three games, but not by much. I mean, it just has its own kind of look to it. It's still appealing. He's gathering some green glowy goo. He's trying to figure out how to get past a herd of overgrown salamanders, it looks like. Looks like we're transitioning to another area of the game. So you can tell he's kind of gathering a lot of random things. Ooh, that's quite a large beastie. Well, that was pretty cool. He has like this kind of nostril-oriented phalange thing on the top of his head there. That was pretty cool. Oh, he just jumped on top of this huge, like, T-Rex beastie-looking thing, and he's taking him down. Oh, he's pissed now. He's chasing him. He's got some kind of grappling hook thing, which is nice for getting him out of tight situations. Oh, now we got some sort of WWF Beast Royale thing going on between some sort of dragon and a T-Rex thing. Capcom presents. Monster Hunter World. Huh, never heard of it. That's cool. Even on the stage, it's gone back to the stage and they had some fire effects going on. I really like that idea that Sony has. Being able to bring in some physical effects onto the stage that coincide with what's going on the screen. It's nicely done. Alright, this auditorium has gone black yet again. And let's see what we have here. Japan Studio. Blue Point Games. A lot of establishing shots. It seems to be kind of an overarching theme over the games that we've seen so far. Just a lot of these outdoor, wilderness, fantasy-oriented things. Whoa, that's pretty big. Wow. Looks like our protagonist is living in a world filled with beasties that made the previous game's beasties look like midgets. Or little people, I should say. This actually is very much reminiscent of Castlevania Lord of Shadows. To give you an idea, if you ever played that game with Xbox 360 or PS3, climbing up these huge beasts. Shadow of the Colossus. Coming in 2018. The stage has gone dark once more. Got some flamethrower action.
All biological life must be exterminated.
Oh, another game by Capcom.
Doctor, get us out of here!
Oh, was that Captain America? Oh, I'm seeing the Avengers. What is this, Marvel?
Ultron Sigma has 2 of the Infinite 6.
Gamora, we have Thanos. He raised you as his own. Convince him.
Looks like we got kind of a combination of Capcom characters along with Marvel characters.
You have no choice. Help us.
Release me, and I will give you what you want.
Give us cause to trust you. Help us to find the Infinity Stone.
Could this be the next Marvel vs. Capcom?
The Stone of Power lies at the heart of no room.
Bear witness to the death of your world.
Zero? His core routines have been rewritten by the Grandmaster. Nova, Major, get to the core.
The Time Stone has concealed itself beyond time.
Valkonda needs its king. We had a dream. Our 2 diseased realities united to form a single perfect universe. Will you not bow before your god?
You are no god.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Available September 19th.
You'll have your diversion. Make it count. No, wait!
Ninjas.
Dante, can the ladies come out to play?
Be good.
Ebony, Ivory, care to dance?
The game looked okay. The graphics were nothing to write home about.
Man, I thought I'd seen everything. We're in a whole new world.
Normandy, France.
Now we're gonna find out what you're really made of.
Belgium. Germany. English Channel. Crimea. Some sort of like Activision presents
In this land.
a Sledgehammer Games production. I think this is Call of Duty World War II.
Time to show what you're made of, soldier.
Oh, looks like we got some streaming issues here. Hopefully we'll be able to pick right up where we left off. Oh, yeah, here we go. Well, looks like we are... Well, I thought we were back to full steam. All kinds of mayhem and chaos going on. Oh! Pretty gruesome, pretty gory. I gotta say, the graphics don't seem quite as good as Battlefield 1. Still, having said that though, I mean, it's still a pretty good looking game. Coming out November 3rd. Looks like we got some VR goodness coming up. Here we go. It's a PlayStation VR game. Once again, out in the wilderness. Oh, this looks like Morrowind. Or maybe Skyrim. Yep, the Elder Scrolls Skyrim VR. Got another one here. Another VR game. Game Trust is the developer. Kind of a bit more of a stylized world, a little sci-fi action. So a ship is going down an elevator. This looks like it's kind of more one of those 2.5D style games, like a side scroller, but everything's kind of 3D-ish. Child is what it's called. It's been interesting. I'm not exactly sure they didn't show a lot of gameplay. Jury's still out on that one for me.
Roll the tape. I'd like to try it again.
Sony Interactive Entertainment presents. Looks like this is another VR game. A Supermassive Games production. So it's taking place kind of in the 20s, perhaps?
I'm going to ask you again.
Maybe the 50s instead? It's probably more in the 50s.
Got him!
No! Get me out of there! Trying to visualize the last thing before you came here. You understand I want what's best for you.
The Inpatient. Huh. Got a little bit of a teaser there, not a whole lot of information.
You're welcome to join me. Hey, you got a bite.
PlayStation VR game. Looks like a fishing game.
All right.
It almost looks like it's like some kind of Final Fantasy world, but you're fishing? Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy. Coming out in September 2017. What?
Bravo team, do you copy over? Bravo, can you confirm you're receiving me? Over.
I'm not getting anything. They can't hear us. We're on our own.
Hostiles moving on your position. Watch your flanks.
Okay, looks like another
Okay, enemies ahead.
shooter of some sort.
All right. You ready? Engage! Cover me. Enemy on the property. I see. We're getting overrun. Need backup now.
Bravo, please respond. What is your status?
The game is called Bravo Team. Again, not a whole lot of gameplay. It just kind of looked like it was a teaser. We have yet another PlayStation VR game here. Polyarc. Graphics don't look very impressive. It's like you're some kind of rodent. A mouse with huge ears or something. like this mouse is going on a bit of an adventure, going through various ruins and catacombs. He's able to fight really basic-looking bugs. Moss is the name of the game. Yeah. Maybe that's for the kiddos or something. I'm not digging that one. Alright, looks like we have a bit of a montage of the PS4 system. Different angles. Stage has gone back to being dark. It's nice caustic lighting falling over the crowd and the walls of the theater. I really do like how they've spent time immersing the audience into each game. It's pretty cool. Sony Interactive Entertainment presents. Oh, God of War. Oh, man.
Are you gonna do it?
This is what I've been waiting to see. I saw a bit of it last year. And I'm very excited to see what they have here.
You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
Truth. Hurry on, boy!
Okay!
The truth.
Lots of sweeping vistas here.
Long way from home, aren't you? And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult.
Wait here. I will handle this.
So Daddy's gonna come out and kick some ass. Yeah, looks like he still has the skills to pay the bills. Ouch.
Wow, that was something, that fight.
Oh man, this looks so nice.
On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. To be effective in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
But not everyone is bad. Mother always said to be open to those who can help.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he knew.
Oh, we ran into some streaming issues. I think everybody's realizing God of War is on. But the servers are getting taxed. It seriously does. I mean,
it's his father.
Wow, that looks pretty impressive. That's an eyeball.
What is this?
It's the world serpent.
He spit his axe back out.
Stay calm, boy!
I am!
What is it saying?
He wants to help us!
Looks like it's coming out early 2018. Very nice. I would have liked to have seen some actual gameplay, though. A lot of what we saw were just cutscenes and shots that were just kind of composed for the benefit of E3. Looks like we have another game here.
Hold on, just a little while longer.
Kind of a
Hold on,
game character serenading us here.
just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Everything will be alright.
It's like guys getting out of the sewer and manholes. Looks like he's got a female with him.
This is a night our people will remember. There are 5 CyberLife stores.
Oh wow, looks really nice.
We're going to attack those stores and set our people free.
We're running toward a store called CyberLife.
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Let's get them out.
We'll stick to the plan. Neutralize the alarm systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams attack. You're awake now.
Marcus, watch out.
Interesting.
You are committing a Class 3 offense. This infraction is being reported to the police.
Shit.
We gotta go.
What? We can't just leave our people behind.
It's too late. If we stay here, we're gonna get shot. North. Our people need us alive. There's nothing else we can do.
Marcus! Shit.
Oh, it looks like you can kind of figure out what you want to do, take certain decisions, create your own
We are
story.
superior to them, but they are our masters. That's about to change. I'm gonna send the humans a message.
Ran some sort of utility vehicle through the front door of the store.
My name is Marcus, and just like you, I was a slave. But then I chose to open my eyes, to take back my freedom, and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. We're with you!
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm with you, Marcus.
I'll follow you, Marcus. Then follow me.
Lead the
interrupted
Android
broadcast
revolution.
with breaking news.
Police report that pro-Android graffiti was found in the neighborhoods of CyberLife stores.
Given the facts, it's pretty clear these attacks are linked to the deviant video message broadcast recently from the Stratford Tower.
Different locations were hit in what seems to be a coordinated attack.
This is an alarming situation. Could our machines now be turning against us?
Violence is the only language humans understand.
Numerous storefronts
It's like you could
have
choose
been
between
broken,
being
with cars
violent or being
vandalized and
pacifist.
set alight, leaving many Detroit neighborhoods in chaos.
We're getting reports that hundreds of androids have been stolen from CyberLife stores.
Property was damaged and fires continue to rage in several major districts across the city.
Some people are asking, have androids become a threat to our security?
They're coming.
This way! North! North.
All right, what happened?
They slaughtered them like animals.
Who did? My name is Marcus. I am one of them. This is our story.
Detroit become human. Interesting. I look forward to seeing more from that. The stage has gone dark again. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, Bungie. I believe this is going to be Destiny 2.
Undisciplined, cowering behind walls. I command legions, conquered worlds, waged war across the galaxy to prove my worth. I alone am worthy of the traveler's light. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you.
Good gunplay, as Bungie knows how to do.
Your light is mine.
Destiny 2, September 6th. Looks like Sony's going to be getting some exclusives for Destiny 2 in terms of different items and PvP maps.
Please welcome back to the stage, Sean Layden.
Okay, everybody, just breathe. Yes. That was quite the roller coaster ride for the last 60 minutes. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. The future is here, and it is now with PlayStation 4 Pro and PSVR. We could not be more excited than to kick off E3 2017, celebrating the content and the creators who make PlayStation the best place to play for gamers. Now, let me leave you with a true PlayStation exclusive, a true exclusive from PlayStation, from one of the industry's most respected developers. Let me thank you again for coming tonight. A shout out to my courageous friend Ronil Mehta for struggling on through. And now, everyone, please enjoy the ride.
Let's see what they got. How are they going to end their press conference? It's like you got kind
all
of
units, 1010S at 36 and Park.
Oh, I bet this is Spider-Man.
Fired at Fisk Towers.
Yep. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Yuri, I'm here.
What do you see?
Find the rest. Boss wants them dead.
Looks like the demons are moving in on Fisk's territory.
You got this?
I got this.
Oh, wow. We're looking at actual gameplay right now. It looks really nice. Spider-Man's up on these construction beams using his... Oh, that is awesome. He just totally used his webbing and like pulled a guy up and hung him from a beam. But it's all spiderwebby. It's difficult to describe. The animation is superb.
Fisk's men have fled through the building. Eliminate them.
Should have worn a helmet.
Even with him walking through wet surfaces like puddles and stuff, have actual really nice
You don't need to kill us too.
physics animation to the water.
Fisk's territory is ours now.
Not today.
Spider-Man! The
Yeah.
boss is here.
Great acrobatics. It's literally like the fighting mechanics in this are reminding me a bit of Batman Arkham Knight, but it's Spider-Man style. And it's got some nice slow down motions for some of the moves, so you can appreciate it. It's real cinematic. That's great.
Hey, Willie.
You.
Nice jumpsuit. Slimming.
Stay out of my business.
Wait, the demons. Who's their leader?
Keep my men alive and maybe I'll tell you.
Looks like he's trying to follow a helicopter. See what
Saving
that's
bad guys from other bad guys. Not how I thought today would go.
Oh my gosh, the environment just looks amazing. Fighting is very satisfying. I'm not even playing the game, I'm just watching it. Oh, that pesky helicopter's coming back around for another pass. Oh!
Hey, big guy. Is that a Higgs field? That's actually really cool.
Yeah, Nice evasive action. Taking on some boss battle here. Big boy.
Fisk, your men are safe. Your turn. Who runs the demons?
You're about to find out. Check the roof.
He's here?
The verticality in this game is really impressive. Looks like a huge construction crane is about to fall down on a bunch of unsuspecting public. Spider-Man uses webbing. He's trying to pull it back up. Oh, he just got hit by the hook portion of it. He's falling down toward the street below. He snapped out of it. Now he's back on the falling cranes. It's falling down toward the screaming public.
Let's go.
Oh, this is actual gameplay. He's running along this huge crane as it's falling through the city. And he's like using his webbing to try and wrap it up, I guess? I'm not exactly sure. Oh yeah, he's shooting huge amounts of webbing onto the sides of the buildings to try and like suspend the entire crane from midair. That was awesome.
Did that just happen? Yeah.
Seamlessly now he's like chasing after the helicopter that has the baddie.
Helicopter with a wrecking ball?
It's complicated. Turns out Martin Lee is running the demons.
The guy who runs the homeless shelter?
Like I said, it's complicated. Sit tight, Yuri. I got this.
So he's literally swinging all throughout the city, chasing this helicopter, and the city just looks fantastic.
That helicopter is destroying the city.
I know.
You need to bring it down.
I know.
Maybe you could superhero a little faster?
Uh-oh, we got some streaming issues. I think people are starting to look at it again. I think the servers are getting overwhelmed. This is seriously, this is one of my favorite games of E3. I'm just going to say it right now. I cannot wait to play this game. It's been so long since I've played a Spider-Man game, and I'm floored. I really did not look at very much of what was being offered.
Working on it, Yuri. Too close.
Oh, I love the cinematic moments in this game. Wow.
Okay, Lee.
Now he's like inside a building as it's exploding around him and collapsing. This is all gameplay. I mean, it looks just amazing.
Hi, is this the flight to Newark?
Nice. He just totally like swung through the helicopter in slow motion. Now he's on the bottom part.
Why are you doing this?
Because no one else will!
Lee, this is crazy! This isn't you!
You don't know me!
He's fiddling with the engines of the helicopter.
Real fast. Guess this is the plan.
It's got some action elements.
Come on, Pete, you got this. You got this, you got this, you got this! Please don't screw this up.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Lee?
2018 is when it comes out. That cannot come soon enough.
That's supposed to happen?
It was a good day. Oh, what a good day. But it is long gone now when all the stars fell down. It was a good day. Oh, what a good day. That day you broke my heart. I loved you way too hard. Now I'm free.
It's over. Come on, dude, let's go. Miles!
Wow. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Basically what we just saw there was a textbook example of what you should do at an E3 press conference. Sony just came out and they didn't take up all this time just blowing a lot of hot air on stage from different developers or presenters or people. They stuck to the games, and I am impressed. I mean, kudos to Sony. Microsoft, you need to be concerned right now. I can't believe it. I mean, if I'm looking at just the list of games that they showed, and there are several games that I cannot wait to play on the PS4. You know, they have the Uncharted game, the Horizon expansion pack, Days Gone, Monster Hunter, God of War, Spider-Man. And those were the ones that were my top choices. There were a few others that were not quite on the same caliber of interest for me as others, but I just loved it. I loved how we really only saw the bigwig come out about 3 times. Once in the beginning, again, kind of in the middle, and then right before the ending when they showcased Spider-Man. And I am absolutely blown away. I can't believe it. Several joygasms. I mean, like just looking at these games, it's just amazing. I mean, you know, Uncharted is a series that I have always been a late bloomer to. I have several friends who've absolutely just loved the game since the first one came out, and I always watched them play, but I had never played it until Uncharted 4, and currently I'm making my way through that game. And it's just amazing to me, just the job that Naughty Dog has done with both the Uncharted series and even The Last of Us. And it blows my mind how I remember playing Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation way back in the day, and that was just Naughty Dog's claim to fame. And it's amazing to see just how they've matured over the years into this cinematic AAA company that just makes these story-centered games. And that's what I love. Anybody who knows me knows for the fact that I'm all about the story. I'm all about, tell me a great story that I can get just really into and have that emotional experience. And it just really seemed like that was what not only Naughty Dog, but just Sony overall. Sony seemed to really want to tap into that just with their presentation, with having all sorts of different elemental and physical effects around the stage, and even with the audience. that coincided with what was being shown on screen. And I just really found myself appreciating that. I thought it was just a terrific way to just present these games. And I mean, even Horizon Zero Dawn is a game I'm still making my way through. I'm taking my time. I do not want to rush through it. And it's seriously it's one of my favorite games of the year. It's a gorgeous game. The game mechanics are super tight and original. It's just, I get blissfully lost in the world of Horizon. And so to see that they have, I mean, I believe that's probably what it is an expansion pack that's coming out. Just, it excites me further. I mean, I'm so glad that they are taking the time to do that, because I will definitely be picking that up. Days Gone was another one that just, there was kind of a reoccurring theme with a lot of these games where you have kind of a outdoor wilderness type of environment. But Days Gone was another one that just looked fantastic with all of the zombies and kind of that Walking Dead kind of vibe of survival and stuff. And just terrific. Everything just looks so terrific in that game. Also, Monster Hunter and Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, that was a game I forgot to mention. Shadow of the Colossus as well. Both piqued my interest. I mean, especially with Shadow of the Colossus, with the type of monsters that it had in there that just really reminded me a lot of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, which is one of my all-time favorite games. I absolutely love playing that game on the Xbox 360, and to see the same caliber of creatures and monsters where you're climbing up the finger and then the hand and the wrist, and you make your way up the forearm, and you're swinging around to the different parts of the creature until you finally get to the head or whatever it is you have to do. I mean, I've always absolutely loved that type of larger-than-life fantasy cinematic experience. And it's just, you saw that in spades with that game. And of course, God of War, we saw God of War last year. It's great to see some more. If I had to be picky about it, I wish that there was just more straight up gameplay where we could see them traversing the various landscapes and have some fighting going on, that sort of thing. But I know, it's going to be a game that I'm going to really enjoy to play. I would like to segue over to the PSVR for a moment. And I've never used it. I do have various friends who do have it. They use it from time to time. I would say if there was one kind of more kind of subpar, boring moment of the Sony presentation, it was the VR. Just about everything I saw, really, it did not captivate me. And I was actually kind of surprised about how simple the graphics are for each one of those games. Like, none of those games had the same type of graphic fidelity as, say, Spider-Man or God of War or Uncharted. Any of those games, they were all very stylized and all very simple. And I'm not exactly sure why that is, if that has to do with the hardware architecture setup of the VR headset itself, or if that's just a trend that they're exploring right now. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm not really feeling that. When I think about it, I often compare VR to augmented reality. And at this point, based on what I have seen, I think I prefer more of the augmented reality over the VR, just simply because I have not seen games that have come out for the VR that have the same kind of look and feel as, like I said, like just, the Uncharted, the Horizon, the Days Gone, that sort of thing. And I think they're probably still trying to figure it out. And I think that, VR is one of those reoccurring platforms where, ever since I was, early teenager, somewhere around there, I remember when they were playing with VR. Well, actually, I remember back when I was a kid. I remember when I had the Sega Master System, and they had a very primitive version. It was more of the 3D glasses, but it still was something you put over your eyes, over your face, and you immerse yourself, even during the 8-bit days. But it was something that came back with the Super Nintendo, the Virtual Boy, and then they had some other products come out later on in other platforms as well. So, and each time it got released, it got a little bit better, and then it went away, and then it got a little bit better, and then it went away. And so we're back in the middle of it, and it seems to be pursued aggressively with various companies, whether it's Facebook and with Oculus Rift, or even Google's been looking into it. Sony, of course, is doing the VR thing full tilt, and Microsoft, to a certain extent, has been looking at more of the augmented reality. I haven't really seen too much VR stuff from them. And I was actually quite frankly surprised that we did not see any more of that during their show. I really wanted to see what else they had cooking, because if you recall, last year's E3, they had the whole Minecraft augmented reality where they had that on the table, and that was by far very impressive. I really wanted to see more of that. And I really haven't seen that this year other than the Apple WWDC, which we covered in a previous episode. I'm reviewing some of the trailers for these games, and Sony really brought their A game to this. There are so many games that, for me, I personally find very appealing. They're all story based. I know I keep saying that, but I'm thrilled to see so many games that I'm just going to have to pick up. And it's just crazy because when I think of what Microsoft did, you know that Sony did their homework. You know they were watching their press conference and they picked up on the flaws of Microsoft's show. And they said, you know what we need to do? We need to just absolutely focus on the games. We don't need to do anything else. I'd be curious to know if they initially had people plan to come out and talk a bit more on the stage, and they realized, no, let's just show games. And Sony's very good at that. The company itself has always been extremely competitive. They make it a point to study their competitors and act in a shadow-like capacity where they mimic things that work well for other companies, but then they also are able to pivot really quickly and adjust themselves. We saw this also when the Xbox One and PS4 were first announced, and they got to see what Microsoft did wrong, and they were very quick to come up with commercials and whatnot that exploited that. So my hat goes off to Sony as really, I mean, it's between Sony and EA at this point in terms of who has had the best showing so far at this year's E3. I know that EA Games had focused on 7 games. I'm looking here at my list here. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. That's pretty funny. I have 7 games that I've put a little asterisk next to as games that just really excite me that I would love to play. And so, yeah, I've got to say, If I were to judge it based on overall merit, I think Sony has had hands down the best show. I mean, there was not a lot of unnecessary talking from developers or presenters. Like I said before, it completely focused on the games, and that's why we're here. It was game after game after game that they just put up on the screen, and it was just completely enjoyable to watch. I didn't have at any point a desire to use one of those long hooks and just hook somebody off the stage so we can get to the next game because they're talking too long, bloviating, whatever it is you want to call it. So I'm excited. I based on what I've seen from all these different press conferences, it seems to me like there are going to be a lot of games that I want to play, but they're not focused on just from one company or one platform. It seems as though, like, if I look through and I see what it is I'd like to play, if I go looking at EA games, for instance, there are several games there that I would like to play, like Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Anthem, Need for Speed, Battlefield 1, The Last Tsar, which I still need to play and beat the Battlefield 1 core game. But then I go over to Xbox and I look at Forza 7, definitely want to play that. Metro, definitely want to play that. The Last Night, that looked really unique. Definitely was digging that. The Ori sequel, I think it was Ori the Will of the Wisps. That was another one. And of course, Anthem. Anthem is just huge. But then I go to Bethesda. I mean, The Evil Within 2 looks legitimately like horrifying. Wolfenstein 2 looked fantastic, and even their card game. I'm actually a big card game guy. I'm not very good at them, but it's something that I've really gotten into recently. And then, of course, going back to Sony, I mean, you have Uncharted, Horizon, Days Gone, Monster Hunter World, Shadow of the Colossus, God of War, Spider-Man, and those are just the ones that I was interested in. And so we haven't seen Nintendo yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have during their Nintendo Spotlight tomorrow. But as it stands, great job, Sony. great job. I'm also very much looking forward to seeing if there are other third-party companies that did not get some time at either Microsoft or Sony's press conferences just to see how this E3 rounds out. But I'm going to make it a point to make sure that we have these game trailers on facebook.com/joygasmtv. So if you guys, for whatever reason, haven't seen it or you're having trouble finding it, you can just go to a one-stop shop to be able to view all this stuff and geek out as I have during this show. Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I can think of aside from the VR being kind of ho-hum subpar is the technical difficulties that Sony had during the first, I'd say, 5 to 10 minutes of the show where they had audio issues. I don't know what was going on. I'm sure the the audio people were freaking out in the back trying to figure out how to get the audio back up and running. So it's unfortunate that you guys were not able to fully get immersed into the audio goodness of those games. But trust me when I tell you, you need to check it out. And I'm sure you're going to pick up a copy of each one of those games. So that about wraps it up for this particular episode. I hope you guys enjoyed listening in. And as always, happy gaming. We'll see you tomorrow with the Nintendo Spotlight. Later.